Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. Today we're going to talk about scouting, Boy Scouting in the area, and it's popcorn time. Joining us in the studio, we have with us Michael Richard. Michael is the Lincoln Heritage District Director. And joining us is Jaime Wilder. Now, Jaime is the Assistant Scout Executive for the Buffalo Trace Council. Buffalo Trace Council is like the big section, and then Lincoln Heritage Trails, Lincoln Heritage is the smaller portion of that?
That's correct.
Yes. Okay. All right. So let's talk about scouting, first of all, in the local area. What is Lincoln Heritage area?
Lincoln Heritage District encompasses 5 counties, Du Bois County, Pike County, Perry County, Spencer County, and most of Warwick County. So we break down our council into 3 sub-territories to help it be a little more manageable. So Du Bois County has about half of the scouts that are in that 5-county area, which is about 1,100 scouts and about 400 adults, volunteers that are part of the program within that territory.
Okay, now we call it Boy Scouts, but really young ladies can also join Scouts, and it's a great program for them as well.
It is. It is. We started last fall, allowing the younger age group, the Cub Scout age, and that would be for kindergarten through 5th graders. So the girls were joining then, and then in February of this year, we added girls to the older program that we used to call Boy Scouts, is now called Scouts BSA.
Okay, now you mentioned Cub Scouts and you mentioned Boy Scouts. There's really different categories, I guess, because I know people will hear the term Webelow, they'll hear about Tiger Cubs. How does that age group go? How does that section go?
So in Cub Scouting, kindergarten is lions, 1st grade is tigers, 2nd grade is wolves, 3rd grade is bears, and 4th and 5th grade is Webelows.
Okay.
And then that program prepares them to go into the Scouts BSA program about the time they turn 11. And then they can be in that program up until their 18th birthday, and in that Scouts BSA program is when they would earn the rank of Eagle Scout, which is the highest award we have in scouting.
Now, why is scouting important for young adults or young kids?
They're traditional values that we still teach that have been around for over 100 years since our program was founded. And we teach things like character development, citizenship training, and personal fitness, and leadership skills. And those are all just very important qualities for a young person to learn at a very, very young age.
And these skills they learn at a very young age, they will carry with them until they're at a very old age. Because I still, when I'm tying a knot, I think back to when I was a tenderfoot learning how to tie knots.
Right.
The important thing now, though, is it's popcorn time. And the Scouts are selling popcorn. Scouts all across the area. And Buffalo Trace is southern Indiana?
It's a 15-county territory, 9 counties in Indiana, and 6 counties in Illinois.
Okay. So Scouts are selling popcorn right now. And let's talk a little bit about the Scout popcorn. How much of that money goes back to the local pack or troop?
30% of the purchase price will go back to the local pack, local troop, and 73% of the purchase price stays with local scouting to help the council as well as the packs and troops, and it helps pay for the prizes that the scouts earn, which is something that gets them excited about selling the popcorn.
Yeah, sometimes it can be just a carabiner or a flashlight. Who knows what it could be?
Right. But the funds that they raise from the popcorn sale will pay for all of their adventures throughout the year. For many of the packs and troops, this is the only fundraiser that they participate in all year. So it's important for the community to be supportive so that they can pay their own way, because that's something we want to teach. A scout is thrifty, and we want them to be able to pay their own way throughout the year and not have to go back to the parents every single time they're going to do something.
And Michael, so kids are out now selling popcorn.
Yes.
And I guess the days of going door to door are somewhat starting to fade a little bit, although I've had a scout come to my door, and because he came to my door, I bought popcorn, but I also buy it for my grandkids. If somebody's wanting popcorn and they don't know who to contact, what can they do?
You said that a lot of times people don't go door to door. Now, a lot of times scouts are having are going in front of like stores and things like that on the weekends and the evenings and selling popcorn. So always be on the lookout for scouts in uniform doing that. But you can order popcorn online. So you can get information from a particular scout and order it, and it can be shipped anywhere in the country. And if there's not a particular scout, you can get a hold of the Buffalo Trace Council, and we can make sure that you can still get the popcorn that you want and support local scouting. But we really encourage you to get the information for the individual scout, and then that sale can be applied to that scout, and then they can get the prizes and the recognition for that.
When they are in, when will the kids get the popcorn? When will they actually have it in their hand? Will they be selling it now?
On September 28th is when they actually have it in hand.
Okay.
Most of them do. And then the final order comes in around the middle of November.
Okay, so when you go, so you will be able to go to a store and maybe buy it if kids are out there selling it.
Yeah.
Or another thing might be to call a local church that's a sponsor of the Scout Troop, or sometimes if you call the school, they'll know, well, yeah, in this area the Scouts are being led by, and they can get you in the right direction. Selling popcorn is also a life skill that these kids learn about selling popcorn. Explain that a little bit. They're selling this popcorn. Do they need to know a lot?
Well, they need to know what products
Okay.
that are being offered. They would need to know what the selling price would be. We recommend that they have a favorite that they would recommend to the customers as they're talking with them. But I think the key thing is we want them to know that they're selling scouting and not just a product. The product is the benefit that the customer receives, but really you're selling scouting to support that program and all the things that the Scouts get to do.
Let's talk a little bit about, is there a new popcorn this year? Is there something new?
Nothing new this year other than the white cheddar is gone to a larger bag. So it's gone from a 5-ounce bag to a 9-ounce bag. Price has gone from 15 to 20, but you're getting a much larger amount of product. Other than that, we do have one other change. One of the things we have is a military, or we've had in the past, is a military donation. And what we've done is decided to expand that to a Hometown Heroes donation. So not only will it include the military, but it will include the local heroes like firefighters, police officers, EMTs, first responders, all those people that are heroes in our community. And our plan is to give that popcorn to our local heroes. So the military donation, we didn't have the control over where the product went. It just went to support the U.S. military. With this, we are going to be able to give it to our local heroes.
So when a Scout is selling me popcorn, I can say, yes, I'd like 2 boxes of Unbelievable Butter. One is for me, but I'd like the other one to go to the local heroes. Okay.
That actually, it's a separate thing. They
Okay.
just they wouldn't actually get a product. They're just saying, I want to support those hometown heroes, and here's my donation to do that.
Okay, excellent. Now, there's the usuals, probably the most, what is the most popular? I'm going to say what I think the most popular is. What is the most popular popcorn for Scouts?
Well, we have 2 that are our top sellers, and that is our small caramel corn and then our Unbelievable Butter microwave. So this is one of the best. Probably raises the most dollars for the Scouts every year.
That is the one that I always get. and a message to Scouts out there, understand that people really are looking forward to you coming and selling them popcorn. Folks love the Boy Scout popcorn that is being sold, and are somewhat disappointed if they can't find a Scout to be able to buy it from. So don't be afraid to go out and sell that popcorn. People want that popcorn.
Well, one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is the popcorn company that we use is actually based in Indiana, in Van Buren, which is just a little north of Indianapolis, and there are local farmers that grow the corn in DuBois and Knox County. So when you purchase this product, not only are you helping scouting, but you are helping your local community farmers as well.
That is excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything you'd like to add about the Boy Scout program in DuBois County or in the other counties that are in the Lincoln Heritage, I keep wanting to add the word trails, Lincoln Heritage District?
Well, scouting in DuBois County is very strong. There's a very storied tradition of scouting in our area. A lot of Eagle Scouts, but a lot of just giving back to the community. Everywhere you look in DuBois County, there's service projects that have been done over the years, Eagle Scout projects that have been done, that you can see positive improvement in the county. There's pretty much a scouting group in every community in DuBois County, and we're really proud of that. There's almost 500 Scouts in DuBois County, if you can believe that. So it's a good program. By having girls in the program now as well, we're able to encourage sort of a one-stop shop for families to come together and be part of the scouting program. And I would encourage the families that aren't in the scouting program to come and try it, see what the program is all about, and the positive impact it can have on their youth and the family as a whole.
And you don't have to start as a lion or a tiger. You can start in Boy Scouts when you're 14 years old, if you'd like. And just
I actually started whenever I was 12, so
Okay.
I came into the program, later than what you would usually figure. But after that first camp out, I was hooked onto it and have been there ever since. So it's a great program. A lot of people just think that we do a lot of camping and tying knots and stuff like that, but it's really so much more. You're learning how to to be a better person, to be a better citizen. You're learning to problem solve. You're learning communication skills. That's one of the required merit badges for Eagle Scout is communication. So getting in front of people, talking, giving persuasive speeches, things like that. Really life skills that you'll need whether you go to college or the military or directly to the workforce. Those things apply from the scouting program later in life.
how many merit badges are there? I'm testing you.
There
And if you
are-
say it wrong, I won't know because I don't know how many there are.
I believe there are over 130 currently.
Wow.
And it's always changing. So they usually try to see if there's something that's new and exciting that the kids could potentially have an interest in. So, but it's not just necessarily technology. Here a couple years ago, it's been welding was one that they really started pushing, and it's been one of the most popular ones that we've offered. So. It really runs the gambit. There's everything from bugling to American labor to basketry, you name it, there's probably a merit badge for it. And one of the things that people don't realize is that gives an opportunity for kids to explore trades or skills or areas of study that they may not be familiar with. And you would be surprised at the amount of people that come and tell us later that taking that merit badge when they were 12 years old either created a lifelong hobby for them or really led to what they're doing as a career choice now. So it just gives them a sampling of the things that they're doing. You're not going to be an expert after you're done with the merit badge, but it just opens up a whole variety of different areas that kids can find an interest and a passion for.
I know I go back to a lot of the things that I learned in scouting from the first aid merit badge. That's how I learned to swim. Was Boy Scouts. That's how I learned to kayak, was in Boy Scouts. And lifelong skills I'm still using today. Well, thanks to both of you for coming in. Popcorn sales going on right now for Boy Scouts, so make sure that you get your Scout popcorn. Contact somebody locally, and remember, it does help the local Scouts. We would like to thank Michael Richard, who is the Lincoln Heritage District Director, and the Assistant Scout Executive for the Buffalo Trace Council. That has been Jaime Wilder. Wilder. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for watching. Buy your popcorn right now. This is WJTS. We're local people watching local people.